And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. And he completes it to Hunt. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Marquise Bell in on that stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at the 37-yard line. Amari Barno in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Huntley. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down. Of scrimmage.
Davis Onyemata brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He'll get that one complete to counter. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield taken down at the 30. The Panthers have 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
14.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Wilson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whitfield, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll try and throw for it here. And caught by Henry. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Huntley to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. He's got it to the 43 here.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Huntley. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
19. Good job right there.
Now it's Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Alert. Four down.
Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Wilson now to throw on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Got it.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Damiere Byrd returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Huntley. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Zebra. There.
Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 36 power. Hey, easy. Check.
Again, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 3rd down, Whitfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
19.
On third down, Whitfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Hunt on the draw play, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Huntley quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Ojabo able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
is going to be a first down. Well done. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield brought down at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, Whitfield. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Huntley. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's caught. Beckham. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Tempo.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gay's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Huntley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
18 Rattler. 19 Tiger.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
They get the former Raider there, the tackle Trent Brown. Here's Huntley. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now Huntley.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
David Ojabo in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Panthers,
they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season.